So my name is Mark Richard. I'm going to tell you my story about how I got sick with cancer back. It's been 9 years now, and for me, I didn't want to go do the chemo radiation surgery route. So I was working down south as a real estate agent, top agent, and doing super well, making a lot of money, but I had no balance in my life and no balance. I mean, I did everything wrong. If you made a list of stuff to do wrong and get sick, I was doing it. Eating bad food, working a million miles an hour, not taking any days off, none. I worked 2.5, 3 years once without taking a single day off. Even though I had surgery that day, I still went into the office and worked. That's how bad it was. But in 2016, I started getting a lump on the back of my neck. Doctor said, "Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's nothing." Then I ended up with a lump on my chest, my neck, on my armpit, neuropathy down my arm. Lost 46 pounds, and the doctor goes, "You have non-Hodgkin lymphoma, B stage." And he said the next steps were oncology, radiation, surgery, chemo, and I went, I'm not going to do that. So I closed my office and then started studying everything I could find. Read 40 books on nutrition and healing, meditation, which I'd never meditated before in my life, breath work, diet. And I started building a spreadsheet because I was always kind of a nerd for knowledge. I love to learn things. So I studied physics and mathematics at UC Berkeley. So I was studying nuclear physics and atomic physics and quantum physics and atomic physics and elementary particle physics. So I was always a geek for knowledge. I love to know why. And people were telling me, "Oh, eat broccoli, take curcumin, do turmeric," whatever it was. And I said, "Why?" And they didn't know why. So I started reading every research article I could find on how people were living. And I also started listening to testimonials from people. And they would say, I wanted to listen to testimonials from people like on YouTube about people who weren't trying to sell me something. I didn't want to go, "Hey, here's my pill." And I would automatically go, "Well, are they selling the pill or are they telling me the truth?" So it was honest people who had been sick and now were healed. And I started building a spreadsheet with all the cancers on one side and all the modalities, good stuff and all the crazy things that people were doing too to heal cancer. And I started noticing a grouping that the people that were surviving were doing a couple things. They had changed their lives radically. They had eliminated as much stress as possible, which I did. I quit my office, moved up here to the mountains. And, instead of being in San Francisco, high stress and all the craziness down there, now I had redwood trees and animals and rain and rivers and very beautiful. So I did a radical change there, changed my diet. And I noticed there was groupings in the spreadsheet that I built. They were juicing vegetables, not fruit, but they were juicing vegetables. And so I came up with a recipe of the vegetables they were juicing. And then also I noticed that there were the same supplements kept coming up. And it was 21 supplements. There's more now because this was 9 years ago. But there's 21 supplements that I kept seeing come up. And it was, green tea extracts, matcha, DIM, EGCG, and all kinds of different stuff. 21 supplements, and they were meditating. And they also connected with people around them. They had time, they created time to connect with other humans. I put all of that together, and I decided to radically change my life, and I did that. And I told my doctor, I said, "Hey, I'm going to go move up to the mountains and juice vegetables and meditate." And he was like, his reaction was pretty intense, actually. It was like, "You're going to get sick. You're going to die. You're going to come back even worse than you are." And I said, "It's not going to kill me in 4 months. So let me do what I'm going to do." And I did it, and I went back, and I knew I was getting better. I could tell I was starting to get better because I wasn't getting sicker, which was nice. I kept diving into sickness, and all of a sudden I leveled off, and I started feeling better. I started getting more energy, and I went in, and I knew I was feeling better, and I went into the doctor, and he said, "Keep doing whatever you're doing. Your tumors and your lumps are too small to even biopsy at this point." And I said, "I'm juicing vegetables and meditating." And he said, "Lettuce doesn't kill cancer." I'll never forget that because I said, "You should be telling everybody what I'm doing because it's working remarkably well for me." My mustache started getting darker. I started gaining weight again because I lost 46 pounds. I was literally disappearing. And I had type 2 diabetes. That went away. The doctor said, a different doctor, he said, you're not type 2 diabetic, you're not even pre-diabetic, you're not even close. And another doctor tested my blood and said, you have the blood of a 25-year-old man. I was 57 at the time. So natural healing for cancers and other diseases. Probably helped talk to about 40 or 50 people over the last to get out to people if anybody's interested. I have a list of the stuff that I came up with. It's 21 supplements that I actually took to heal, my salad recipes, and supplement list. So supplements, salad, and then there's another one in there. But anyway, the information's all in that shape. Juicing recipes, thanks. That's my wife, Kendall. But if anybody's interested, you know, that's what I love to do. My passion is now to help people heal, because I was terrified. When I was sick, I thought, I'm going to be erased. My whole existence is going to go away. It scared the shit out of me. So I didn't want to die. That's another thing that's really important, is the will to live. You got to want to live. I didn't want to give up. So, but anybody that's interested in talking to me, you know, I'm easy to talk to. Anytime, I'll give you guys my telephone number. You can call me. And then I have a list here of what I did. So, all right.